First, evaluate existing websites and online resources based on the principles of layout, graphic, and visual message design. Letter B, appreciate the importance of the basic principles of graphics and layout. And letter C, create an original or derivative ICT content to effectively communicate a visual message in an online environment related to a specific professional tracks. Okay, so this time, today we are going to tackle the imaging and design for the online environment, or manipulating text, graphics, and images to create ICT content intended for an online environment. Okay, class, now the question is, when you hear the words like manipulating a text or graphics or manipulating images, what is the first thing that comes in your mind when you hear that words? Yes, Alexander? Kotang-kota na si Alexander.
Ano po? Yung photoshopping po.
Yes, photoshopping, no? Or photo editing. What else? Sino pang may idea? Sige, basta tayo ng editing, no? Editing or graphic design. Yes, Amiel, what is your idea?
Editing and layouting a design po, ma'am, for presentation po, ma'am. Okay po.
Okay. Layouting and editing for a presentation. Sabi naman dito na Adrian, control, no? Pwede siya controlling of images, no? Kasi when we are editing images, di ba? We are controlling, no, the features of our of the image that which we are editing. Yes, Krister? What is your idea?
Color grading po.
Color grading, no? That's correct also. Thank you so much, Krister. Okay, when we say manipulating a text, a graphics, or an image, no? It refers to the enhancement, no? It refers to the enhancement of the image or a text, no, from its original phase. Manipulation refers to a process of bringing changes to a digitized image for transforming it to a desired image. Okay, and the changes are made possible by resorting to image processing. Okay, so this time, no, okay, di ba kasi halimbawa minsan, no, magsa-selfie tayo, tapos halimbawa hindi natin gusto yung kuha natin dun sa selfie natin, tabad na tayo mag-picture ulit. So what we're going to do, di ba, marami namang editing application sa that we can download, no, via our Android phone, tapos edit na lang before natin imamayde. Di ba? Do you relate on that? Before natin imamayde yung picture na yan, naka-edit muna, no? Maliban na lang doon sa I woke up like this, tapos lang, she woke up like that, maganda pa rin. Okay? So this time, class, we are going to discuss the techniques, no? The techniques on how to manipulate images and text. And we are also going to discover the existing websites and online resources that can help us and give us more ideas on in manipulating images or text. Actually, yung pick to chart kanina, yun yung napili ko na i-feature doon sa ating unique feature. It is because mayroon din siyang connection sa ating, tawag nito, sa ating topic for this morning. Para at least, no, at the beginning pa lang of our class is mayroon na tayong idea, no, and mayroon na tayong nalaman, no, na isang application that we can use, no, that we can use in editing, in manipulating, and in enhancing, no, a text, a graphics, or an image. Okay? So this time, can I have now a thumbs up if you are now ready for our next slide? Okay, thank you so much, Alexander, for your thumbs up. So this time, under the manipulating text, we're going to talk about the basic principles of graphics and layout. So we have, ilan ba ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 basic principles of graphics and layout. So as a beginner, no, halimbawa, bago ka pa lang sa pag-editing, no, wala ka pang wala ka pang idea, halimbawa lang. Pero I think, or I will assume na mostly dito sa inyo, no, already have an idea on how to edit images or a text. Kasi nga sometimes kahit yung mga kapatid dating maliliit, di ba, Hindi natin alam, magagaling pala lang mag-edit, bilang mag-edit ng picture, pero mag-edit din ng video. So these are the basic principles that we have to consider, in editing or in manipulating our graphics or a layout. So first we have here the proximity, we have the alignment, we have the repetition, the contrast, and the white space. So in graphic design class, there are principles of design that should be considered, and ito yun sila. Ito yung 5 basic principles na yun. So these principles are what typically separate good design from bad design, At least malalaman natin, kung saan ba doon sa ating layout, na pwede pang i-enhance, and malalaman natin yung mga bad design, which is hindi siya kaaya-aya, in the eyes of the audience. Okay, and all of these principles have a relationship between each other and appears in every well-designed piece of your work, that you see. Okay, so we're going to discuss that one by one. In short class, the basic principles of graphics layout, it is they are working together. They are working together to create a creative and presentable graphics and design. So we are going to discuss that one by one. Okay, bumalik siya. And we also have here, we also have the, hindi ko na sari dito, we also have the balance under the basic principles of graphics and layout. Okay. Now, we're going to talk first the balance. Okay? Ano ba itong balance na tinatawag? Teacher, why we're going to talk about balance? Mag-design lang naman tayo ng picture o mag-layout lang naman tayo. Okay, class, balance is one of the important things that we're going to consider when we're going to design a layout. Okay, when we say balance, it is the visual weight of objects, a texture, colors, and space, and unevenly distributed on the screen. Okay, so I want you to look at on this examples, in our screen. Diba, mayroon siyang dalawang samples here, and ayan pala, we have 3 types of balance. We have the symmetrical, we have the asymmetrical, and we have the radial na tinatawag. So we have here the symmetric, symmetric. When we say symmetric class, okay, di ba, balancing. Okay, when we say symmetric, the image that you're going to put at the left side, yung image sa left side is balanced doon sa picture or sa design mo in the right side. And halimbawa, yung design mo sa upper side or sa upper side is balanced doon sa design mo sa lower side. Kaya siya tinatawag na balance. Even though the shape, look at this one. Diba? If you can see the images, the design here, the objects here, the space here, an image is balanced, dito sa left side kay right side. Okay, naintindihan? When we say symmetric, yung balancing is talagang balance. Okay, the shape, the color, the texture, or the space that you're going to use is really balanced. Okay? Dito naman kay asymmetric, if napansin mo, 'di ba, yung design dito, yung we have here 1, 2, 3, yung design dito is hindi siya kapareho dito. Pero teacher, bakit siya nabilong sa balance? Pero balance pa rin yan siya. It is because yung weight ng objects dito at ang weight dito ng objects is the same. Okay? Ang pinagkaiba lang dito is ang shape. Pero if napapansin natin, if napapansin natin dito kay asymmetric, dito kumbaga maliit siya. Dito malaki. Pero pagdating sa baba, malaki siya, and dito na side is maliit siya. It's still balancing. Pero yung pag-design lang ng object, yung pag-design lang ng object or whatsoever na nilagay mo dyan, yun lang yung siyang hindi, hindi balance. But still, the weight of the objects or the image that you have using during your editing is still balanced. And that is what we have called asymmetric. Tandaan lang natin, class, okay, na pag symmetric, symmetric siya, both parts, upper, lower, right side, and left side, right side and left side, the balance is the same. The texture, the color, the space that you're going to use is the same. Pero dito kay asymmetric, no? Tawag nito, the texture, the color, or the space that you're going to use is hindi siya pareho, but still, the weight, no? Yung weight na gagamitin mo doon is still balance or pareho. Okay? Ayan lang. Nasusundan ba? Can I have a thumbs up if nasusundan? Okay, thank you so much for your thumbs up. Okay, again, we have here the types of balance, no? The symmetrical, asymmetrical, and the radial. Okay, look at this one, okay? The human figure in this diagram is symmetrically balanced. The same on the left side, no? Yung dito niya sa left side, and sa right side niya is pareho lang, okay? It has the same axis, okay? Yan yung tinatawag na symmetrical. But here in our second figure or picture number 2, which is the tree, it is an example of asymmetrical balance, no? Its branches are not distributed well equally, no, on each side, but their total weight is balanced here in sa left side and balance sa left side and sa right side. Okay? So kahit mas madaming branches dito, mas maliit yung branches na ginamit dito, pero yung balancing, pero yung weight na ginamit ng tawag nito, ng nag-layout niyan is the same only. Okay? And we have here our radial balance. Ano naman ito si radial balance? The sun is an example of radial balance, no? It's all its rays, no? Yung rays yung dito, are equal in length from the center. So, ibig sabihin niyan, lahat dito is pari-pareho lang yung measurement, no? Pari-pareho lang yung weight na ginamit dito sa mga rays na ginamit niya sa paggawa niya ng sun. Okay? Naintindihan? You can follow, class. Can I have a thumbs up if you can follow? Okay, thank you so much for your thumbs up. Now, we have here the tips, no? The tips on how to create or tips on creating balance. First, colors have weight. Okay, so halimbawa, no, di ba, sometimes when we are going to design, when we are going to design, we are also considering, no, if what color and yung bigat ng kulay na ating gagamitin sa ating design. Kasi sometimes, no, mayroon pa rin mga audience, no, na mahilig mag-critic, no, mahilig mag-critic ng mga design kahit yung mayroong design dyan sa wall, no, pero meron pa rin individuals na ay parang hindi balance yung color niya, ay parang mas ano yung kulay dito sa left side, no, may mga ganun pa rin. Okay, that is why, no, when we are creating our design, let us always consider, no, the colors that we are going to use. Number 2, the text or type must be legible. Okay, importante din yun siya, no? Kasi mayroong mga website, yung mga design ng mga website, no, na ang liit ng text na ginagamit nila, hindi siya masyadong makita, no, ng mga audience, or sa isang web page, ang daming text yung ginagamit nila. Okay? Number 3, lines thin versus thick. Okay? Number 4, alignment of elements is important, whether it be text or images. Okay, but later on, we're going to discuss more further about this one, the alignment. Bakit kailangan natin siyang i-consider, no? In creating, in designing, I mean, a design or a graphics, okay? Number 5, use proper justification, okay? Use proper justification, the left, the center, or the right. Yung justification dun sa ating mga text, di ba? Meron tayo, halimbawa, naglalagay tayo ng text sa Microsoft Word, meron siyang mga alignment, no? But this one, we're going to talk more further about this later, okay? Number 6 is images should be big enough and must be in high resolution. Of course, importante yun siya, class. Most especially when you're going to make a logo, yeah, or a brand, no? A brand of, ano ba, mag-design ka ng brand na isang tawag nito, isang sikat, no? Sikat na product that ikaw yung naatasan gumawa ng logo or ng brand nun, no? Of course, kailangan talaga yung images, no? Yung resolution, kumbaga, ng ginawa mo is high in order for the audience can see it clearly and can know if what is the message of the thing, of the design that you have made. Kasi baka gumawa ka lang dyan, no? Wala kang, gumawa ka lang, no? Hindi mo alam, hindi pala siya naintindihan ng iyong audience. Okay? Okay, number 7, caption all photos possible and do not forget to add credits. Okay? So, halimbawa, gumamit ka ng mga photos, no? Gumamit ka ng mga, tawag ito, ng mga photos. Just, emphasize mo kung ano yung use ng photo na yun, most especially if you are, tawag nito, if you are making a logo or a brand for a particular product. Okay, so these are the tips on how or tips on creating a balance. So ito yung mga dapat natin i-consider, no? Para at least, tawag nito, mayroon tayong idea, no? Mayroon tayong idea in terms of basic editing. Ang lakas ng ano. Okay, now the second basic principles of designing is the proximity. Ano naman ito si proximity? Okay, anyone from the class can explain the proximity? Kasi di ba nga, review na lang tayo ngayon. I already sent you this one, no, in our Google Classroom. Anyone, in your own understanding lang, how can you describe, no, or paano mo i-explain si, tawag ito, si proximity? Yes, John Rods?
The arrangement of the text and the image or sa editing.
Yes, very good. No, the arrangement of text or of the elements that you are using in editing an infographics or in making infographics or text or images or whatsoever. Okay, proximity, it describes the organizations and relationship of the elements included in the design. So look at this one, di ba? Tignan nyo itong tawag nito. Example, if you can see here, no, the picture with the X sign, the placing of the elements or the text, okay? The placing of the elements in the picture is not good, no? Why hindi siya good? Bakit kaya? Bakit kaya hindi siya good? It is because ang kalat niya, no? Makalat siya and it is messy, no? Parang messy siyang tignan, parang hindi siya kaya-aya towards our audience kasi tawag ito, the placement or the placement of the elements wasn't organized. Hindi siya organized. But look at this one, no? The picture with the check sign, di ba? Mas kaaya-aya siyang tignan, no? It is better to see because the elements was placing according to its related items, no? And the placement of elements is organized. That is why it is more presentable and not messy. Okay, can I have a thumbs up if tawag nito, if you agree? You agree na mas tama itong dito sa may check sign. Sige nga, can I have a thumbs up if agree kayo? Diba? Totoo naman talaga yun. Kasi when we are going to create an image or when we are going to create an infographics, it is really important, no? For us to know the proper placement of the text kung saan ba natin siya ilalagay. Kasi pag halimbawa, ganito, Ralph, blah, blah, blah. Tapos nandyan siya, mayroon dito, no? Mayroon dito, parang hindi siya kaaya-aya and makalat siya and messy siyang tignan. At least dito na side, organize siya, no? Organize siya and tawag dito. Hindi siya sakit sa mata, no? Okay? And that is the proximity, okay? The organization, no? Organization and relationship of the elements included in the design. Okay? Sige, so halimbawa dito, Mermaid Tavern, Ralph, ayan, siguro siya yung gumawa and then yung sub-details. So dito naman, nandito yung halimbawa, title, tapos ito yung pangalan. Okay. Hindi siya kaya-ayang tingnan. Okay? So, next slide or next principles of designing is the next slide. Alignment. Okay, what about alignment without looking on our screen? How can you describe or how can you explain alignment? Anyone from the class? Alexander?
Ng the way the words are or the picture is ano po, ma'am. Nang kunwari ang picture mo nasa left side, dapat ang words mo man nasa ano po, nang naka ano po siya ba? Naka-align sa ano po, sa tawag sina ma'am. Nang sa left side din po. Kumbaga ang tawag sina ma'am. Ang words po ba ang ano nila? Ang placement po dapat ano sa image ga match.
Okay, thank you so much, Alexander. No, the proper placement, no, of the text. Okay, I see Angel. Angel? Sige nga, Angel.
It is an arrangement in a straight line or in a correct or appropriate relative position, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Angel. No, very good. No, when we see alignment, the principle of alignment states nothing should be placed on the page arbitrarily, and even or every item should have a visual connection with something else on the page. When items are aligned, the result is stronger, cohesive unit. So meaning, no, kumbaga, when we are designing a infographics or whatsoever, kumbaga, in terms of Ilonggo, hindi ka magpataka lang design, no? Kumbaga, hindi ka, ito na yun, nalagay ko na si picture, nalagay ko na yung text, nalagay ko na yung caption, no? Without knowing na yung placement pala ng text mo doon, yung alignment, hindi siya magandang tingnan. Look at this one, no? I want you to look at the pictures na tawag nito in our screen. Look at this one, the picture with the X sign, di ba? You put here a picture. Then you put here a caption. Bakit siya naging X, no? Bakit hindi siya yung proper, no? Na tawag nito, proper alignment. Kasi nga walang connection, no? There is no connection between the text or between the caption and your picture that you have been putted, no? Kasi nga yung edges ng iyong text is nandito, no? Ibig sabihin, yung pinaka-main mo is nandito sa part na ito kasi ito yung naka-align. But look at this one. And tignan mo, di ba? Parang hindi siya magandang tignan, no? Kasi hindi siya organized and parang messy siyang tignan. But look at this one, no? Look at this picture. The text here, no? Tawag ito. The alignment of text is in the alignment of right. Ito kasi alignment left yung ginamit niya. Okay, alignment left yung ginamit niya. Dito naman ang ginamit niya is alignment right. If you can notice the text, no, and the picture in the page, it is more presentable because the text and the picture has a visual connection with the proper alignment of text. Okay? But here naman, dito sa kay picture or the figure number 1, no, if you can see the alignment of text, no, is in the form of alignment left. I know naman na familiar kayo, di ba, sa alignment of text sa Microsoft Word, we have the justification, alignment left, alignment tawag ito, center, may alignment right. No, I know that you are already familiar with that. Okay? So if you can see here, the form of alignment is in alignment left. And the arrangement of the text is not proper. Bakit hindi siya proper? Kasi tignan mo naman dito, no, maraming space. And parang wala silang connection to each other, no? It is because, no, in this picture, the text is not placing or not placed on the proper position, no? And there is no connection in between. Okay? Do you follow? That is why, class, no, when we are creating our infographics, halimbawa, no, or nag-design ka or whatsoever, even though in making presentation kanina, no, masabi na mag-make na presentations, yes, even though in making your presentation, no, sa PowerPoint, this is also the thing that you have been considered, the pwede mo na i-consider mo, the proper alignment of your text, no? Kung alam mong tawag nito, kasi sometimes talaga, no, there are audience then kahit na yun lang, di ba, alignment of text, napakasimple lang naman yan, pero parang paring audience na hindi talaga yan siya palalampasin, no? Pero talagang mga audience or individuals na ikikritik pa rin yan siya. Okay? So that is an alignment. Okay, naintindihan? Do you follow? Can I have a thumbs up if you can follow? Or you have more questions? If you have questions, it's okay, ha? It's okay. You can raise your hand and or you can put it in our chat box. Okay. Next is repetition. Okay, without looking on our screen, how can you describe repetition? Anyone from the class? Without looking on our screen, pwede ba yun? Anyone from the class can explain, or what is your idea, no, of the word repetition in terms of manipulating text, graphics, or whatsoever? Si Alexander kasi masyadong ano na, tawag nito, quote-unquote na. Si ano naman, si Mary Shello.
For me po, teacher, ang design nga ginagamit ng liwat-liwat lang pero gina-maintain niya gyapon ang balance sa sa image.
Yes.
Na, teacher.
Yes, very good, no? Very good, Marcelo. When we say repetition, it describes the consistent, no, and balanced repetition of a design or element. It is the reusing of the same or similar elements throughout the design, and good design practice seeks to repeat some aspects of a design throughout a piece of simple or complex work. Why we use repetition, no? Yeah, mayroon talaga minsan, no? They are using the same color, no? The same shapes or whatsoever, no? Why we use repetition? We use repetition to create a sense of unity and consistency throughout a design. It creates a particular style, creates cohesiveness, creates emphasis, hierarchy, structure, and strengthens a design. Okay? And it could be said, no, that repetition in design is a type of brainwashing. Why do you think, no? Why do you think someone said that the repetition is design, or a repetition design is a type of brainwashing? What is your idea about that one? Bakit siya nakaka-brainwash, no? Bakit nakaka-brainwash pag repetition yung ating nakikita sa isang image? Like for example, sa isang brand ng product, or ano ba, like for example sa mga billboards, no? Ng mga products or whatsoever, mga logos, no? What do you think? Yes, John Rads.
Dahil parang kino-convince tayo, Chair, na sa the way na inulit yung like sa repetition, inulit-ulit yung like sa sabi mo, Chair, na product. Parang inulit nila yung parang Chair ba, main point nila na sa product, na magtuon tayo ng pansin sa product.
Yes, no, very good, John Rads, no? Why brainwashing? Because the more we see of something, no, the more we see of something, the more we familiarize with it and remember it. No, di ba halimbawa sa mga products, sa mga logos, sa mga brand, di ba the more nating nakikita, the more nating na-remember na oo tama, yun yung brand ng di ba? Parang doon pa lang is nagkaroon ka na ng idea or nagkaroon ka na ng tawag nito, mas madali mo siyang ma-remember kung anong klaseng brand din siya, no? And whether we like it or not, no, repetition is impressionable, no? It's human nature to find comfort and attraction to familiarity. Kasi 'di ba, mas madali nating ma-familiarize if mas from the word itself, repetition, kung paulit-ulit natin siyang nakikita, parang katulad lang din yan siya sa nag-study ka. Halimbawa, mayroon kayong exam, no? Tinakal na ni teacher yung inyong topic, no? Pero ikaw, yung ginawa mo, nag-study ka pa rin, nag-study ka before the exam. And the result of that is during the exam, na-remember mo kasi paulit-ulit, parang ganun lang yun siya. Kasi paulit-ulit mo siyang binasa, paulit-ulit kayo nag-study. So same lang yun siya kay repetition in terms of designing. Kasi kung ano yung paulit-ulit na nakikita ng iyong audience is yun din yung nagsisink in sa kanyang utak. And mas madali niyang ma-remember yung brand na yun or yung product na yun na naginawa ng logo or brand. Okay? Mas makadraw ng attention sa audience cause mas organized and neat sa mata so it becomes memorable. Okay? Yes, para makaakit sa mata yung design, no? Para mas makaakit siya. Pero depende pa rin sa ginamit mong design. Look at this one. Look at this picture, okay? What do you think is the dito, yung elements na pabalik-balik na ginamit? Sige nga, how can you critique this one? Critique nga natin itong picture na ito or itong logo na ito. Anyone from the class? Sige, Alexander.
Ang papalik-balik po dyan, ma'am, yung mga balls. Balls or the red dots po.
Red dots or balls, no? Christian. Thank you, Alexander. Christian?
Shapes and color, teacher.
Yes, no? The shapes and the color. Ano ang shapes na yon? The circle. Di ba? Gumamit siya ng circle na puti, no? At saka circle na red. And then, yung color, no? Dalawang color lang yung ginamit niya. Only the red and the white. So, parang balance lang din siya, no? And look at this one, di ba? The shape here, yung balancing kanina, no? Yung shape dito is katulad lang, no? Magkatulad yung tawag nito, yung structure, magkatulad yung structure dito, tapos gumamit siya ng red na small dots, gumamit siya ng white na malaking bilog, no? So halimbawa, 'di ba mas maganda siyang tingnan, no? So halimbawa, yung product nito gumamit dito ng black. Ito, halimbawa lang ha, i-imagine natin. Gumamit siya ng black dito black. Tapos dito gumamit siya ng yellow. Tapos ito, gumamit siya dito ng ibang color, no? Maganda ba siyang tingnan? Diba? Hindi siya magandang tingnan kasi yung balancing, balik tayo kay balancing. Yung balancing ng color, no? Diba kanina, we have to consider the color, is hindi siya kaaya-aya. Okay? That is why in repetition, no? Halimbawa, gumamit tayo ng, tawag nito. Gumamit tayo ng pabalik-balik na shapes, pabalik-balik ng color. We still have to consider, we still have to think, no? Balik tayo doon kay tips, no? On how to create images. Yung mga bagay na still na kailangan pa rin nating i-consider. 'Di ba? This one, maganda siyang tignan kasi balanced siya. The color is balanced, no? And hindi siya masakit sa mata. And mas madali mo siyang mas madali mo siyang remember, no? Because of the repetitions of colors and shapes. So maybe siguro yung product nila dito mas ina-emphasize nila yung color ng siguro yung theme ng kanilang brand is red and white, no? Siguro something ganun. Okay? Naintindihan? You can follow. Or sabihin niyo class ko medyo mabilis ako magsalita or whatever para medyo mahinaan ko. Ha? Okay? Kayo nag-burn out sa kanila. Sige, okay lang. Oo, parang kalat siyang tingnan, no? Yung dust daw is parang kalat tingnan. Saan yung ibig sabihin mo dito, Marichella? Dito sa picture? Marichella? Sige, tignan natin yung critic ni... okay. If different color. Oo, yun pala yung sabihin niya. Oo, di ba? Pag different color. And one more thing, class. One more thing. Di ba yung alignment ng circles dito is talagang straight, no? So halimbawa, nalagay yung circle dito, na side, yung parang kalat, hindi siya magandang tingnan. That is why in their layout, no, ginawa din nilang naka-straight para mas maganda siyang tingnan. Yes, tama yan siya, Marichella. If iba-ibang color, parang makalat talaga siyang tingnan, parang messy and masakit na siya sa mata. Okay, sige, next slide tayo. Now, the contrast. Okay, without looking at our screen, how can you describe the contrast? Anyone from the class? How can you describe the contrast in terms of manipulating text, graphics, and images? John Raz, are you raising your hand? Sige nga, John Raz.
Why ko na lower?
Hello. Okay, sige. Anyone from the class can explain? Yes, Marichella.
For me po, teacher, halimbawa, ang ginahatag nila nga message or ang brand name nila is black and white. So, gina-emphasize nila using the color, the size, and the shape po.
Okay, thank you so much, Marichella. What about Diana?
Medyo nahambal na ni Mary, pero para sa ako, parang ginaalaw niya na i-emphasize or highlights the key elements of your design. Like, may opposite color siya or ang lighting either dark ba na siya or light or sa direction horizontally or vertical, something mga sina. Thank you. Nakamute
Excuse
po
teacher,
kayo,
nakamute
teacher.
ka po.
Okay, nakamute pala ako, sorry. Okay, no, very good. Thank you so much, Marcelo and Diana, for your very good critique, no, in terms of contrast. Okay, it is the combination of the opposing, no, opposing characteristics of an element like the color, the size, the thickness, and among others. It allows emphasis on the key elements, no, and the principle states, no, if two are not exactly the same, then make them different, really different. Now, look at this one. Halimbawa, ano? Okay, dito muna tayo kay picture or figure. First figure with the X sign. Diba? Parang hindi siya magandang tingnan. Parang plain lang siya, plain white. And then, meron lang siyang black and white na nakalagay dito. No? Ang daming space, no? Parang mas makita mo pa yung, halimbawa, ang gina-promote niya or yung theme ng kanyang logo or ng kanyang product as black and white, no? But look at this one. Parang mas madami, di ba, yung white na side, no? Parang mas na-emphasize niya yung background, no? Yung background picture compared doon kay black and white na nilagay mo. Di ba? If you're going to look at this one, 'di ba? Mas makikita mo yung background kaysa doon sa text na nilagay niya doon saka yung text na nilagay niya, no? Mas ma-emphasize mo yung background. But look at this one, no? The black and the white, no? Contrasting, no? Kumbaga nag-oppose siya, no? Opposing of characteristics. 'Di ba? Mas maganda siyang tingnan, no? Mas ma-emphasize mo si black and white, no? Kasi nga, naglagay ka dito ng naglagay ka dito ng text na malaki, naglagay ka dito ng text na maliit, no? Parang nagko-contradict siya. And same with the balancing of the color. Okay? The black and the white. Parang hinati niya, hinati niya yung box or yung picture with the two colors, which is the black dito na side sa upper right, as upper side, and the black one at the lower side. Okay, di ba mas maganda siyang tignan and mas makikita mo, mas naka-emphasize, no, yung black and white. Dito naman, parang mas makikita mo lang yung all white lang. Okay, naintindihan ba? Can I have a thumbs up if naintindihan? Basta when we say contrasting, no, it is an opposing, no? Opposing of characteristics. Okay? Wag yung tawag nito, wag yung halimbawa nag-create ka ng design, no? Wag yung dalawang color yung gusto mong gamitin pero isang color lang yung in-emphasize mo. Isang color lang yung kita ni audience. Okay? Okay, Doki? Sige, let's proceed now to our next slide. White space. Now, without looking on our screen, how can you describe white space in your own understanding? Sige nga, anyone from the class? Magtatawag ako na hindi talaga nagtataas ng kamay. Sige, Mark Aaron. Mark? Nandito na ba nandito pala si Mark. Mark Aaron, nandito ka ba? Lagyan mo na kita sa attendance. Mark? Bonilla, Mark Aaron Bonilla. Sige, what about Kenneth? Kenneth, in your own understanding, how can you describe or how will you explain white space in terms of manipulating text, graphics, and image? Hello? Wala talaga.
White space, ma'am.
Yes.
Nang mas damo ang space nga white kaysa sa Ito.
Okay, thank you so much, Kenneth, no? Okay, pero tama talaga yon. Tama yung sinabi niya. Mas ma-emphasize mo yung color white, no? White space. White space is the art of nothing. Bakit siya tinawag ng art of nothing? White space is the absence of text, and graphics. So look at this one. Di ba mayroon tayong tinatawag yung mga minimalist, tama ba? Minimalist na mga designers, no? And sometimes yung gusto na, kahit ako no, gusto ko tong white space na tinatawag kasi mas gusto ko yung minimalist style lang siya, yung maliit lang yung nakikita ko pero magandang tignan. Okay? In page layout, no? It is an absence of text and graphics. So when we say white space class, wala ka talaga makikita ng mga text or graphics or whatsoever. Only, no, yung paano lang yung tawag ito, kung yung image lang, no, something ganun lang. In page layout, illustrations, and sculpture, white space is often referred to as negative space, okay? Now, the question is, what is the purpose of white space, okay? Yes, no, sabi ni Amiel, parang kind of contrast pa rin siya, opposing siya, pero mas malapad yung white space. Okay. Now, bakit siya tinatawag na, what is the purpose of white space? White space rather. Anyone? Sige nga, Krister. Krister, what is the purpose of white space? Wala, nakamute ba ako? Sige, Alexander. Look. Wala internet?
Wala nag-brown out na tayo, ma'am.
Hello class, good morning. Nasalita ako ng salita, hindi ko alam, wala lang palang connection. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, wait lang ha for a while. Tapos tawag ako ng tawag kay Alexander ba? Alexander, sabi ko wala, hindi ako naririnig siguro. Wala na palang internet connection.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
Hindi yung, kanina kasi I am asking question, tapos I saw your hand raising, tapos tawag ako ng tawag sa'yo. Kaya pala hindi sumasagot kasi wala ng internet. Sige, bro, wait lang. Okay, can I have a thumbs up if you can now see my screen? Okay, thank you so much. Ano nga yung question ko kanina? Okay, so what is the purpose of white space? Yun yung tanong ko kanina, Alexander. Sige nga, Alexander, what is the purpose of white space?
Ang purpose niya po, yung parang ano po siya, ma'am ba? Siya kumbaga yung space na walang color. So, yang siya ang space na walang color po, ma'am. Nang puti lang gid siya. Yang parang boundary po siya ng mga colors.
Okay.
Lang po.
Thank you so much, Alexander. No, what about generides?
Para po mas ma-emphasize po yung other color, ma'am. Kasi if white po, tapos i-compare mo sa other color, mas makita po yung other color po kapag white po yung background niya.
Okay, thank you so much. What about Adrian? 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 Wala, baka wala na ako internet ulit.
Lag siguro siya, ma'am.
Okay, kinabahan ako, baka ako naman yung wala internet. Sige, Diana?
For me po, it is the direct the user's attention get sa specific or the main layout po.
Okay, thank you so much, Diana, no? Maka-attract sa mata. Sabi ni Adrian, naka-mute ka siguro, no, Adrian? Hindi ka naririnig. Okay, white space, no? White space not only creates harmony, no, when in terms of manipulating text, it is not only creates a harmony, a balance, no? Kasi kanina, di ba, balancing, mas nakikita natin yung image, di ba? It helps to brand and helps to brand a design. It can also be used to lead a reader from one element to another. And the main goals are to make the website look simple and uncluttered, and to deliver information that our readers will enjoy and appreciate. So tama yun kanina, no? Yung sabi na mas ma-emphasize mo, mas makikita mo yung directly yung design, kung ano man yung dinesign ng isang tawag ito, ng isang artist, no, using the white space. And yun sila yung mga tinatawag nating designers na minimalist lang. Diba, usually, even though ako kahit dito sa bahay, gusto ko yung mga design ng mga frames ko, yung mga ganito lang, yung mga minimalist lang siya. Diba, mayroong mga design ng frame na malaking frame siya, pero yung picture is maliit lang sa center. Mostly, I mean, yung lapad ng puti na margin niya is mas malaki, di ba? Tapos yung picture maliit lang siya. Now, may mga ganong style, no? May mga ganong klaseng tao na gusto nila ganun yung style ng decorations nila inside their house, di ba? Sino ba dito sa inyo yung mga minimalist lang? Yung gustong simple design lang siya. No? Madami tayo. Madami tayo gustong minimalist lang. Kahit ako dito sa bahay, if makita dito sa bahay, all white lang yung ano na, pattern namin, all white lang yung siya. Tapos yung nagbibigay lang ng color, yung nagbibigay lang ng color is yung mga color ng mga design like the frames or whatsoever, yung mga talim-talim sa loob ng bahay, parang minimalist style lang. Kasi parang, yeah, mas malinis siyang tingnan and hindi siya messy, no? Mas maganda siyang tingnan and tawag nito. Yun nga, mas malinis siyang tingnan. Yun lang naman yung point doon. Okay? Now, can I have a thumbs up if we can now proceed to our next slide? So we are now done. Okay, Maricelo, if you have questions, you are raising your hand.
Wala po, teacher, na-click lang po.
Sige. Now let's proceed to the principles of visual message design using infographics. Okay, now the question is, are you familiar with the word infographics, or what is your idea when we say infographics? Anyone from the class? Sige, wait lang. Magtatawag tayo ng mga hindi nagtataas ng kamay. Okay, remember that your participation is have a point, no? Dagdag pa rin to sa score nyo. Halimbawa, mababa yung score nyo sa exam, edi babawain natin sa performance. Okay? Balik tayo kay Mark Aaron. Mark Aaron, do you have any idea or in your own words, what is infographic? Yung ano lang, yung idea mo lang, no? Acceptable naman or kung anong yung idea mo. Mark? Nandito ba si Mark? Parang hindi nag-i-exist si Mark, no? What about Cristel? Cristel, what is your idea about infographic, or you have any idea what infographic is?
Sharing of your information, ma'am.
Okay, parang, what happened to your voice, Cristel? Parang ano ka?
Pagod po. Sorry.
Sige, that's okay. Sige. Thank you so much, no, for that, Cristel. What about si TR? TR, are you here? What is your idea about infographic? Yung ano lang, yung prior knowledge mo lang. Ala. Sige nga, si Krister na lang. Krister, what is your idea about infographic?
Teacher, it is a powerful tool to allow people to easily digest information through the use of visual data, charts, and statistics.
Okay, very good, no? And according to TR, represent the graphic of information po, no? That's correct also, no? Thank you so much. Okay, when we say infographic, okay, wait for a while. When we say infographics, no? The term infographics, parang wala siya. Okay, the term infographics is applied to information, data, or knowledge that is presented in graphic visual form and that presents a clear message quickly and clearly. So, when we say infographics class, no, Ito yung lahat ng mga in-apply mo or lahat ng information or whatsoever, your idea, your data or whatsoever na ginamit mo doon during your in making a presentation or making a graphic design or whatsoever, no? Yun yung siyang ibig sabihin ng infographics. Lahat ng mga elements na in-apply mo doon, it's either the text, no? It's either the picture or whatsoever, yan. That is all called infographics, no? That presents a clear message quickly and clearly. Kasi nga, di ba, ito naman yung pinaka-purpose natin eh. Like for example, we're going to make a logo. Yung mga brochures, no? Ang pinaka-main purpose natin dyan is to deliver a clear message towards our audience, okay? And it is also known as a data visualization, information design, and communication design. Okay, next is, it is any graphic that display and explains information, whether that be data or words. When we use the term infographics, we're using it as a general term used to describe data presented in a visual way. So in short, now in short class, when we say infographics, ito yung lahat ng mga ideas mo na in-apply mo doon sa iyong design, no, na magkaroon ng clear, no, clear na ideas towards your audience. Okay, naintindihan? And I have a thumbs up if naintindihan si infographics, kung ano ba si infographics. Tandaan lang natin si infographics is yun yung lahat ng mga data mo. It's either a words, data, picture, or whatsoever that you are using, no, in creating your graphic design or kung gumawa ka man dyan ng brochures, yung lahat ng mga text mo ginamit dyan, mga pictures or whatsoever. Yun yung tinatawag nating infographics. Okay, next slide tayo. Now let's proceed to the infographics. No, infographics are used for the following reasons. And what are those? First, to communicate a message. Of course, ito talaga yung pinaka-goal natin, no? To deliver a clear message, no? To communicate towards our audience. Halimbawa, mayroon kang resort. Gumawa ka ng web page, no? Siyempre, yung mga tao nito, yung mga gustong pumunta doon sa resort mo, usually magse-search yan ng internet. Magse-search yan sa internet, no? Looking for your website, no? Looking for your Facebook page, no? And lahat ng mga message, lahat ng mga design ideas that you are, no, applying doon sa iyong website or yung sa web page mo, yun yung makikipag-communicate towards your audience. Okay? Number 2, to present a lot of data or information in a way that is compact and easy to comprehend, no? Minsan sabi nga, mas mabuti na yung simple lang ang design, no? Simple design, pero comprehensive siya. Mas madali siyang maintindihan. And that is also one of the things that we're going to consider, no? Huwag tayong maglagay ng maraming mga chichibulat dyan sa ating design, no? Na hindi naman maintindihan or hindi na mabasa ng ating audience. Okay? Third, to analyze data in order to discover cause and effect relationships. And number 4, to periodically monitor truth or certain parameters. Okay, so in making infographics class, basta ang pinakatandaan lang talaga natin, no, yung ating main purpose. And what is our main purpose? To deliver a clear message towards our audience. Okay? Okay, Doki, naintindihan ba? Okay, wait lang. Meron tayo dito sa ano. Yeah, it's like a visual representation of data, ma'am, na madami. Yes, that's correct. Creative way to attract the viewer's attention, no? Tama talaga yan siya. Okay. Now, we have here the types of infographics. So we have here the statistical, we have the process flow, and we have the geographic. Okay, now let's proceed to the process of infographics and what are those? Yeah, so we have the research, we have the brainstorm, we have the design, the review, and lunching. Okay, hindi yung lunch na ano ha, baka gutom na kayo dyan. Sige. Next for research. Wala, parang hindi siya nakita. Okay. First is for research. Why we need to do research muna, no? Why we need to do, halimbawa, owner ka ng isang resort, no? Then you're going to make a brochure or yung mga, or you're going to make a Facebook page for your resort. Bakit kailangan mo pa mag-research, no? Bakit hindi na lang kailangan, diretso na lang lagay doon? Yes, mag-send na ka mamaya ng presentation. First, know what is needed. Second, take a reference. Third, know the audience. And fourth, decide the type of infographics. Okay, so like for example, no, you're going to make a brochure for your or page for your for your resort, no? Syempre, yung mga tawag ito, yung mga elements or yung mga data na ilalagay mo doon, dapat talagang pag-isipan mo yan siya, no? Ano ba yung kailangan na ilagay mo doon sa iyong web page? Ano ba yung mga i-consider mo na audience, no? Na makabasa na yung isusulat doon or ilalagay sa iyong page. Halimbawa, of course, kailangan mo maglagay doon location mo, no? Location kung saan ba yung resort mo, kung ano ba yung tawag ito, overview ng resort mo, no? Doon, ilagay mo yung lahat. Pictures, para mas mahikayat yung audience, no? Yung contact number. Importante din yun. Kasi baka maglagay ka doon ng something pero walang mga contact numbers, no? And of course, pwede ka maglagay doon ng mga bank account mo kung saan, halimbawa, for reservation, no? Pwedeng doon. Yan, mga something ganun, okay? And of course, you have to decide the type of infographics. No, halimbawa, beaches, no? Halimbawa, resort. Of course, ang ilalagay mo doon ng mga pictures, yung picture mismo ng dagat or yung picture mismo ng halimbawa, yung kagandahan ng dagat mo. Baka naman ang nilagay mo doon yung picture ng mga ano lang, yung tawag nito, yung naglagay ka ng mga pictures pero hindi ka naglagay ng mismong picture ng dagat doon sa resort mo or whatsoever. Parang hindi nila makita na yung kagandahan ng view. So, in infographics, no, halimbawa, nagamit ka ng mga tawag nito, ng mga pictures, syempre doon pala sa pictures, you're going to showcase na towards your audience how beautiful your resort is. Okay? Naintindihan? Then after that, after research, no, brainstorming, no? Mag-gather niya ng ideas, build thought process, channelize, zero down, or whatsoever. Dito pag in brainstorming na, i-gather na yung lahat ng ideas, okay? Before you're going to create your web page, like for example, okay? Or a brochure or whatsoever na gusto mong gawin. Okay? Gather na yung ideas, no? Lahat ng mga information na gusto mong ilagay doon, yan. Ipagsama-sama na yun siya lahat. And i-brainstorm kung tama ba or baka iba, no? Iba yung mailagay mo or whatsoever. Okay? Next is design, no? Choose your tool and start designing. Okay? Yan na. After brainstorming, after research, nag-brainstorm na kayo, now you are going to make na your presentation or your web page. Okay? Of course, choose your tool, no? We are tawag ito. We are looking, no? We are looking for the best na tawag ito, na pwede nating magamit, no? On creating our website more creative, as simple, and very attractive towards our audience. Okay? Next is review. Okay, now nag-design ka na, no? After designing, no, you have to review your work, okay? Cross-check the data to deliver and flawless output, no? Of course, before we're going to launch our launch our output, of course, i-review natin yan siya. Baka may typo error, no? Baka may typo error or baka yung balancing ng paggamit mo ng mga text doon, yung balancing ng color or halimbawa, resort, ano ba yung pwedeng color na gagamitin natin na mas ma-emphasize kung resort yung gagawa natin ng website or brochure? Sige nga. Ay lagay lang sa chat box. Halimbawa, resort yung gagawa natin ng brochure or gagawa natin ng website. Ano bang color ang appropriate doon? Sige nga, anyone? Color lang, lagay lang color sa chat box. Ano bang color ang pwedeng magamit natin doon? Sige, Alexander.
Orange po.
Orange? Sa resort? Or, yeah? Why orange? For you, why orange?
Kasi bright po siya. And
Okay.
people are attracted to bright things po.
Okay, so siguro yung theme mo doon sa gagawin mo ay parang sunset na, no? Doon sa iyong tawag ito, resort. Yun yung ilalagay ni ano. Kasi di ba parang orange yung sunset, no? Gusto ni Alexander yung ganong style. Okay, light blue, bright radiant color, sky blue, yan, mga something ganon, no? Pero usually, di ba, dapat, no? Usually, yung kulay ng dagat, maglagay ka sky blue or whatsoever. Pero depende pa rin yan sa'yo, okay? Depende pa rin yan sa'yo. Pero usually talaga, no? Pa sa mga resort, tawag nito. Ayan, kay Alexander gusto niya orange and dark blue. Okay, so parang sunset style na yung gusto ni Alexander na ilagay na color doon. Parang ganun ba yun? Okay, sige. Diba, before we're going to launch our output, i-review natin siya, baka may typo error or baka yung design ng text natin hindi appropriate doon sa yung balancing ng color, no? Balancing ng mga elements na ilalagay natin doon or yung mga shapes or whatsoever. Okay, before we're going to launch that. Okay? Sige. Next is after everything, yan, tapos na, nakapag-research ka na, nakapag-review ka na, nakapag-brainstorm ka na, nakapag-design ka na, nakapag-review ka na. Total output na, okay na, ready na siya. What you're going to do? Of course, launch your output, no? Make it viral, post sa Facebook, okay? Post sa kung saan-saang website, Instagram, Twitter, na pwedeng makita ng lahat. Make it viral, no? Share on social networks, no? Leads to increase SEO or SEO ranking, no? Kumbaga, ano ka na, marketing na, no? Marketing na ng iyong product. And what is your product? Of course, your resort, okay? I-make it viral, no? Post kung saan-saan. Kung iba nga, noon, di ba, wala pang social media. Ang ginagawa ng ibang tawag nito, mga establishment owner noon, nagbibigay ng leaflets sa mga daan. Totoo yan, naabutan ko yan during our high school days. Maraming ganun dyan sa Coronadal, tawag nito. Pero ngayon kasi, because thank you sa ICT, thank you kay Facebook, social network, kasi we have an easiest way, no, on how to market our product. Okay? Naintindihan? Can I have a thumbs up if naintindihan? Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's proceed to the best practices when creating infographics. First, no, maintain structure. Of course, maintaining structure kasi nga, di ba, it is more presentable kung yung balancing ng structure natin na gagamitin doon is organized. Don't use more than 3 colors palettes. Okay, do not use, no, yung kung pwede pa lang 2 color ng itim mo, no, yung mga something ganon. Kasi nga 'di ba, sometimes kahit the way we wear our OOTD, no, parang mayroon tayong tawag na theme kasi pag more than 3 colors na, yung gagamitin mo na kulay parang Christmas, parang parang walking Christmas tree na, 'di ba? Kaya sa pananamit natin, mayroon tayong tinatawag na OOTD or yung 3 colors lang, 2 colors lang. Same din yun siya sa pagtawag nito, sa pag-design, no, on making an infographics, no. Do not use more than 3 color kasi wala na, baka magra-rumble na yun siya sa mata ng inyong audience. So if possible, at maximum lang ng 3 colors. Okay? Next, typography matters a lot. Yeah, as I was saying kanina, before we're going to launch our output, always review that kasi baka may typo error doon, no? Baka may spelling na mali, no? Kasi it really matters, no? It really matters, lalong-lalo na kung na-publish mo na siya. Okay? Next is include source and references at a footer. So halimbawa, gumamit ka ng mga no, to avoid copywriting, no? Ano din natin yung totoong may-ari noon. Okay? References. Okay? Sige. Next tayo. Next is the principles of visual message design using infographics. Ano ba yun siya? First, be unique, no? Even us, personally, we have our own uniqueness, no? We have our own uniqueness, personality. That, no? Na kumbaga yun doon tayo mag-stand out because of our uniqueness. Same lang din siya sa pag-create ng infographics, no? Be unique. One of the important aspects of designing an effective infographic is to make it engaging and memorable with a unique twist on something that everyone can relate to. no? Be unique. Next is keep it simple, no? Keep it simple. That is why maraming mga individuals na gusto yung minimalist style lang, no? Marami tayong ganon. Keep it simple. Why, no? Even though you want to shoot for interesting and unique, don't throw in so much detail and extraneous information in a way that the audience is overwhelmed by everything going on your infographic. Like for example, you're going to design a website, no? Do not put many text or whatsoever kasi hindi na yan siya maganda, no? Mas okay yung mga tawag nito, yung mga important details lang ng iyong website or yung product na gagawin mo. Keep it simple. Mas maganda yung simple pero mas comprehensive, di ba? Be creative and bold, no? For truly impactful design, okay, that gets your message across, it is important to make sure that your main message is bold and obvious. Kumbaga, kung ano yung halimbawa, a brand of a product, diba? Make it bold, make it creative doon mismo sa pangalan ng product, no? Baka kasi baka yung in-emphasize mo is yung background or yung mga subtopics. No. Make it creative. Mas gawin mong i-emphasize mo yung pangalan mismo ng iyong ng iyong product. Yes, organized, no? Organized din ng mga data. Yes, tama yan siya. Dapat talaga naka-organize your data kasi yung data na gagamitin mo doon is yun yung mga message na ipapakita mo sa audience mo. Okay? Number 4, less and more. Okay, ano ito sa less and more? Keeping your text minimal will most likely produce more impact than a page full of words. Diba? Halimbawa, gagawa ka ng brochure, no? It is more presentable kung yung mga important matters or important information lang yung ilalagay mo doon sa iyong brochure or web page, diba? Huwag kang maglagay ng maraming text, masakit din sa mata, no? Maraming text, promise. Kahit nga, diba, in showing or showcasing your presentation sa PowerPoint, kahit diyan, meron tayong mga tinatawag na mga rules kung ilang text lang yung pwede nating gagamitin. Same lang din yan sa pag-design natin, no? In making infographics. Okay? Less and more, but more comprehensive. Okay? Next is sharing. Okay? The final and most important thing you want from an effective infographic is share it with their friends. Yung kanina yung make it viral, no? After everything, after your effort, make it viral. Share it to your friends or whatsoever, no? Promoting, kumbaga, no? Marketing. Okay? Sige, next tayo. Online file formats for images. Okay, now, who among you here have already an idea if what are the image formats? I know this is very basic, no? I know that most of you already know what are the image formats and this is only a review. Kasi kahit tayo araw-araw natin itong ginagamit. Yes, Amiel, what are the image formats?
It is the JPEG po, ma'am, the GIF, the PNG, and the TIFF po.
Yes, very good, no? Those are the image formats. And diba nga, halimbawa, minsan nagka-crop tayo ng picture, then save it. No, save it. Halimbawa, yung file name mo, picture.jpg, no, to convert it into an image. Okay, now let's discuss what are those. Sabi nga ni Amiel, JPEG, no? When we say JPEG, it stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. It is a commonly used method of lossy compression for digital images, particularly for those images produced by a digital photography. Okay? Now, the PNG. Si PNG naman, it stands for the Portable Network Graphics. Is a raster graphics file format that supports lossless data compression. Okay? So usually talaga, class, diba, ito yung ginagamit natin, si JPEG and si PNG. Pero usually talaga si JPEG, no? JPEG talaga yung lagi natin ginagamit. And ito yung ginagamit natin when we are saving our file towards our computer. Okay? Next, ano pa ba? Image formats. We have GIF, no? A lossless format for image like that supports both animated and static images. Di ba kanina, meron kayo nakita sa slide ko, yung parang may mga gumagalaw-galaw yan. Those are the examples of GIF. It is an animation, okay? Animation. Next is BMP. It is a raster graphics image used to store bitmap digital images. Next is the EPS. It is used in vector-based images in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so those are the examples of image formats. Okay, sige lang. Okay, meron pa pala si SVG. Ano naman ito si SVG? It is an XML-based vector image format for two-dimensional graphics with support for interactivity and animation. So ito yung ginagamit nila, no? Yung mga animation or ano. Next is .3ds, okay? It is one of the file formats used by the Autodesk 3ds, Max 3D modeling, animation, and rendering software. No, yung mga 3D, ito pala yung ginagamit nila si .3ds. Okay? And lastly, we have the .fbx. Anong ibig sabihin niyan, no? Marami pala tayong format, no? Image formats, no? Usually talaga, di ba, yung alam lang natin GIF, no? GIF, PNG, yung tawag nito, si JPEG, no? Mga something ganyan lang. Pero aside from that, marami pa pala, no? Next is the .fbx is an exchange format, in particular for interoperability between Autodesk products and other digital content creation software. Okay? Yeah, I know that at least alam natin, no? At least we have now, alam natin paano ba yung mga image formats. Pero sige lang. Okay, now let's proceed to the next slide. We have here the features of image editors. Do you have any idea what what are the image editors? But before that, let us explain first what is selection, no? When we say selection, it is one of the prerequisites for many of the apps that we'll mention in the next slide, no? Mamaya. It is a method of selecting parts of an image, thus applying a change selectively without affecting the entire picture, no? Kumbaga enhancement siya ng picture pero without affecting the entire picture. Okay? And what are those, no? Sige. Naghahang ang aking laptop. First is the marquee tool, no? Marquee tool for selecting regular or other regular polygon shapes region. Next is the lasso tool, no? Ito yung mga ginagamit, no? Ginagamit and designing our sa images, no? Images. Lasso tool, it is for freehand selection of a region. Next is the magic wand tool. Select objects or regions in the image defined by proximity of color or luminance. Okay. Next is we have the layer, no? Which are, di ba, maraming mga application ngayon that we can use or we can download sa ating Android phone. Maraming mga applications na pwede mo silang magamit, no? This kind of of tool, no, on creating sa Photoshop. Yes, even though in Photoshop, Photoshop, pakikita mo, hindi, actually mayroon pang ibang mga there are applications pa na makikita mo ito sila aside kay Photoshop. Pero usually kasi lalo na yung mga experts, no, Photoshop yung ginagamit nila in terms of editing. Sige, layers which are analogous to sheet of transparent acetate stacked on top of each other, each capable of being individually positioned, altered, and blended with the layers below without affecting any of the elements on the other layers, no? Look at this one, the examples here, no, for the layers. Wait lang. Illustrator na yung gamit ni Christian, sige lang kasi I will going to send the PowerPoint naman doon sa ating Google Classroom para mayroon kayong copy nito. Okay? Sige, next is for the image size. Okay? Resize images in a process often called image scaling, no, making them larger, no, or smaller, no, yung pagka-cropping ng tawag nito, picture. High image resolution cameras can produce large images which are often reduced in size for internet use. Okay? So, di ba, marunong naman tayo in terms of image sizing, di ba? Marunong naman tayo mag-cropping ng image, no? Sige, kahit sa ating mga cellphone lang. Actually, everyday natin siyang ginagawa. Okay? Yung mga bagay-bagay na yan. Next is, ito na, cropping, no? This is very basic and this is very common to everybody, no? In terms of editing, cropping. Create a new image by selecting a desired rectangular portion from the image being cropped and the unwanted part of the image is discarded. Image cropping does not reduce the resolution of the area cropped. Okay? I know lahat kayo alam kung ano itong cropping. Next is si cloning. Okay, we have here, no? Cloning uses the current brush to copy from an image or pattern. It has 7 main uses. One of the most important is to repair problem areas in digital photos. So, ibig sabihin ng cloning, di ba yung tawag nito, paggamit ng doble or yung pagaya, no? Halimbawa, ito, this is the original photo, no? Tapos cloning, no? Dito sa second photo, nilagyan niya ng mas madami, no? Pero, di ba, hindi pa rin naapektuhan yung original photo, parang dinagdagan niya lang, in-enhance niya lang, and mas pinaganda niya, no? And that is a cloning. Sige. I am actually checking for the time. Baka mag-overtime tayo. Image orientation. Image editors are capable of altering an image to be rooted or to be rotated in any direction and any degree. Mirror images can be created and images can be horizontally flipped or vertically flapped, and rotated image usually required cropping afterwards in order to remove the resulting gaps at the image edges. Diba? Usually ito yung ginagamit natin, no? Yung tawag nito. Rotation of the pictures, no? Diba sometimes when you are going to design, importante din siya, image orientation, kasi nga yung placement ng picture, no? Baka kung rectangular lang siya, hindi siya magkasya, edi kung ano yung pwedeng i-fit, no? Doon sa space, edi i-rotate mo lang yung picture, no? Parang ganun din siya. Okay? Next is perspective. Perspective is the art rather of drawing solid objects on a two-dimensional surface so as to give the right impression of their height, their width, their depth, and the position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point. Okay? So look at this one, no? Dito, di ba, if mapapansin natin, no, parang yung dito na side, medyo malapad siya, no? Medyo malapad. Tapos siguro gin-crop, no? Cropping to. Gin-crop niya, so dito naging maliit siya, no? Tapos in-enhance, no? Or mas pinalaki yung photo naman dito, no? But still, the photo is the same, no? Hindi naapektuhan yung photo. Kumbaga, doon lang sa cropping, no? Doon lang sa paglagay ng kunting design, no? But still, the original photo is still existing, no? Halimbawa dito, if napapansin nyo, di ba? Hanggang dito siya, mas malaki. And then, sa second na picture, it was already cropped, no? It was already cropped kasi mas lumiit na siya. Okay? And yung tawag nito, yung size ng picture or yung image is hindi na siya same dito. Kasi nga dito, medyo malawak siya dito, lumiit na siya kasi gin-crop na siya. Okay? Next is sharpening and softening. Ito, I know maraming makaka-relate dito. Kasi nga, di ba, sometimes when we're going to, when we are going to upload our pictures, our My Day, we are making it sure that it is maganda yung kuha mo doon, di ba? Marami namang application dyan na pwedeng makapag-enhance, no? Using sharpening and softening. So sharpening makes images clearer. Too much sharpening causes grains on the surface of the image, and softening makes images softer that removes some of the highly visible flaws. Too much causes the image to blur. Yeah, ginasoften sure para blurred ang windows. Yes, that's correct, no? Para hindi masyadong halata. Yeah, I know the tawag nito. And thank you sa tawag nito, technology, kasi meron ng ganun na tinatawag, no? Sige, yun si sharpening and softening. Okay, next. Saturation. Ito din, no? Maraming nakaka-relate ito sa atin kasi I know most of us here using this one, no? Saturation is an expression for the relative bandwidth of the visible output from a light source. As a saturation increases, colors appears more, no? Yung pure, as saturation decreases, colors appear more. Kasi nga, di ba, halimbawa, medyo gusto mong maganda yung effect, no? Maganda yung effect ng iyong kuha, ng iyong picture, di ba? I-enhance mo si picture para mas maganda siyang tignan and kaya-aya before mo siya my day. And maraming tawag nito, maraming ganitong application. Yung Lightroom, I don't know if you're familiar with that, yung Lightroom, gamitin yun siya kasi maganda yun siya sa pag-enhance ng background photos. Halimbawa, nagpa-picture ka sa isang simpleng halaman, no? Then using the Lightroom application, you can make that more creative, more, mas basta maganda yung magiging background or something ganon. Maraming effects doon na pwede mong gamitin. Okay? Sige. And next is the contrast and brightening. Okay? Contrast of images and brighten or darken the image. Underexposed images can often be improved by using this feature. Ito, I know marami din sa inyo dito yung gumagamit ng ganito. Okay. Brightening lightens the image so the photo brightens up. And brightness is a relative expression of the intensity of the energy output of a visible light source. 'Di ba? Sometimes sa mga magazines, no, pag may makikita tayo sa mga magazines, parang napakaganda yung background, no? Napakaganda yung background. Pero usually sa pag-edit lang talaga yan siya, no? Sa pag-edit lang yan talaga siya, and sa skills lang din talaga yan sa nag-edit na tao, okay? And sometimes dito class, if we wanted, no, to make that or to do that, make sure then na yung before you're going to enhance, make sure that the original photo or the original background of your photo is plain, like the white and the green color. Kasi mas madali yun siyang i-applyan ng new background. Okay? Yan siya. Sige. Next is photo manipulation. So this is an example of photo manipulation. Di ba? When we say photo manipulation, no, we are enhancing the images, no? When we say photo manipulation, it involves transforming, no, or altering a photograph using various methods and techniques to achieve desired results. Okay? Some photo manipulations are considered skillful artwork, while others are frowned upon as unethical practices, especially when used to deceive the public, no? Halimbawa, yan sa mga pictures sa mga magazines, di ba? Yung ang gagaling ng pagka-picture, pero sa editing lang yun siya para ma-deceive mo yung tao, ma-deceive mo yung audience mo, no? Tawag niyan. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, madami na rin kasi mga magagaling na mga photo editor, no? In order for your product, no, to make it more better, and to make it more presentable towards your audience. And most especially, this one is ginagamit siya sa mga tawag nito, propaganda, yung mga tawag nito, magazines, ano pa ba? Yeah, yung mga something ganon, yung mga sa Avon, nagbanggit ng brand. Di ba yung mga picture sa Avon, no? Usually mga ganyan. Okay, sige. Next, differences. What is the difference between photo editing and photo manipulation? Sige nga, anyone from the class can give your idea if what is the difference between photo manipulation and photo editing? ano lang, your prior knowledge lang. Yes, Alexander.
For photo editing po, ng lahat talaga po sa photo i-edit mo. While for manipulation, you just manipulate the shape and the colors po.
Okay, no? Thank you so much, Alexander. Yes, Maricela, what is your idea?
For me po, ang photo editing na gina-edit mo, ang mga colors, ang brightness, tapos ang manipulating nang daw ginagamitan mo balas ang Photoshop, teacher, nang daw gina-transform mo siya. Ano lang na.
Okay, no? Thank you so much, no? That's correct, no? When we say photo editing, talagang ini-edit mo siya, no? From the word itself, edit. Talagang tawag nito, ano mo siya, change mo, no? From the original photo. But in photo manipulation, parang ini-enhance mo lang siya without affecting the original photo. Okay? Halimbawa, yung i-change mo lang yung effect ng color, no? I-change mo yung tawag nito. You are changing the brightness of the photo, the soften of the photo, okay? Okay, when we say photo editing, signifies the regular process used to enhance photos and create them. Actual editing, simple process. Also, it also includes some of the regular programs used for editing and exposed on how to use them. While the photo manipulation, it includes all simple editing techniques and have some manipulation techniques like erasing, adding objects, adding some graphical effects, background correction, creating incredible effect, change elements in an image, no? And adding styles, eliminating blemishes from a person's face and changing the features of a person's body. So, ibig sabihin, si photo editing, no? Maganda siya, photo editing, pero sa photo manipulation, mas maganda yung effect, no? Mas maganda yung effect na pwedeng mong i-apply sa isang image or photo. Ayan, siya. Okay, yan din siya. No? When we say photo editing, no? Tawag nito. Yun lang siya, editing of photos. Pero sa photo manipulation is that hindi lang yung photo ang pwede mong i-edit. Pwede mong i-edit yung mga backgrounds, lagyan ng konting effects, no? To make it more presentable and to make it more tawag nito, presentable and mas kaaya-aya towards your audience. Okay? And now we have here the things, no, that we have to remember, no? We need to remember in doing combining text, graphics, and images. First is the transparent shapes, no? Wait lang. Transparent shapes, no? Just add simple shapes, no? Slightly transparent behind your text to clearly see the text you want to emphasize. So halimbawa, gumamit ka ng shapes, gumamit ka ng text, no? Make it sure na ma-emphasize mo yung text kasi pag mas malaki yung shapes na ginamit mo, baka hindi na mabasa sa text mo. That is why still, no? Doon pa rin yung balance, no? I-apply pa rin natin yung tinatawag nating balancing. Okay? Next is fonts and shapes ito siya. Fonts and shapes, okay? Fonts and shapes should complement each other, okay? You can use round shapes with rounded fonts and sharp shapes with sharp fonts. That is why class, no? When we are going to use font style, no? Mayroon pa rin tayong mga font style na dapat natin i-consider na pwede natin gamitin in making our output more organized and presentable. Okay? Next is the text and background. For the text and background should be aligned, no? To have an organized look. You can align text with shapes or geometric figure in the image. So basta balik pa rin tayo dun kay balancing, no? The text, the background. Kung ano yung pinaka-main goal mo, halimbawa i-emphasize mo yung pangalan ng iyong product, no? Hindi mas i-emphasize mo yun na dapat siya yung mas makikita doon sa iyong ginawa, no? Hindi niya parang halos background na lang yung makikita doon sa iyong ginawang output. Okay? Clean and clear background. Okay? For the clean and clear background, use a clean and clear background for the message to be readable, and background should not wash out your message. Okay? Yun nga yung sabi ko kanina, baka masapawan ng background yung message mo, baka hindi na hindi na mag-gets ng audience mo na kung ano yung gusto mong goal, kung ano yung gustong message na ipakita mo na you're going to deliver toward your audience. Okay? That is why just use clean and clear background. And kanina nga sa photo manipulation, sabi ko nga kanina, halimbawa kung gusto mo i-change yung background mo, diba usually, use a white background and green background and plain siya. Kasi mas madali mo yan siya i-edit. Okay? Now, let's see or let's have here, no, some editing tools or graphic editing tools. So, may I know from everyone kung ano ba yung mga ginagamit yung application for editing tools? Sige nga, drop your answer in our chat box. Kasi I know na marami dito sa inyo na tawag nito. Mahilig na mag-edit or mahilig mag-Photoshop or whatsoever. I'm using po, okay, Sunlight for your presentation. Sige. Okay. Paano ba i-pronounce ito? IBIS or IBIS PaintX?
IBIS po.
IBIS, okay, IBIS PaintX. No, someone using Pixel Lab, no? What else? PixArt, no? PixArt. Yeah, Lightroom, no? Maganda yung Lightroom. PS Touch 19 yan. Yan yung mga ginagamit nila. What about naman sa in making infographics? Yan. In making infographics, halimbawa mag-use ka mag-create ka ng web page, no? Or create ka ng cover page or whatsoever. Ano ba yung mga ginagamit niyo? Canva. Usually Canva talaga, no? Canva. Yun kanina, yung pick to chart class. Maganda din yun siya. You can use that also aside kay Canva. Okay, so we have here some graphic editing tools, no? My internet connection is getting unstable na. Baka mawala na naman ako. Okay, so we have here the canva.com, no? Canva.com, an online tool that allows users to create design for web or print, blog graphics, presentation, Facebook covers, flyers, posters, invitations, and etc. Okay? Yan, ang dami na sa inyong gumagamit ng Canva, okay? We also have here, sinong familiar sa inyo ng GIMP, okay? When we say GIMP, an acronym for GNU or Image Manipulation Program, is a free and open source raster graphics editor used for image retouching and editing, freeform drawing. Kung gusto niyo mag-drawing, pwede niyo magamit sa GIMP, no? Cropping, photo montages, converting between different image formats, and more specialized tasks. Yan, i-save nyo ito and i-explore nyo kung gusto nyo talagang ma-enhance nyo inyong mga skills in terms of editing, hindi lang sa photo but in making infographics or whatsoever. Next is pick to chart, no? Kanina pinakita ko na sa inyo on how to manipulate pick to chart, no? And sige lang, i-send ko din sa inyo yung link ng video na yon para at least matingnan nyo. We have here also the Picasa, no? Ano ba ito si Picasa? It is a discontinued image organizer and image viewer for organizing and editing digital photos, plus an integrated photo sharing website. Okay? Ito naman, paint.net. Sino dito sa inyo yung mahilig magpinta or mag-drawing? You can use this one, paint.net. No? In paint.net, it is an image and photo editing software for PCs that run Windows paint.net. Siya class, maganda ito talaga. Promise, try nyo ito. Paint.net. Ma-enhance talaga yung skills dyan in terms of painting or drawing. Yung mga tao nito. Mayroon akong isang estudyante. Magaling siya dito. Actually, yung paggawa niya ng siya tayo naging contestant during your acquaintance party, yung logo ng Beast. Yan. Number 6 is Google SketchUp. No? Google SketchUp, do you familiar with this one? It is a 3D modeling computer program for a wide range of drawing applications such as architectural, interior design, landscape architecture, civil and mechanical engineering, film and video game design. Halimbawa, gusto niyo maging architecture, no, in near future or whatsoever. Gusto niyo matuto ng interior designing na. Just try to explore this one, Google SketchUp, no? It can help you improve your skills, okay? Kahit paunti-unti, no? Sige. Next is the Autodesk Pixlr. Ano naman ito siya? Okay, this is a free photo editing desktop application No? Kasi di ba minsan ang hirap maghanap ng mga application na pwede natin magamit sa ating computer, desktop, and laptop. Di ba no? Mahirap maghanap ng ganun. Mas madami kasi sa cellphone no, ng mga applications. Okay, this is a free photo editing desktop application based on the existing mobile app. It is designed to offer the user a wide range of editing tools which can be used to decorate, enhance, and modify a photograph in many different ways. Okay, next we have the Adobe Photoshop, which is very common to everybody. No, it is a raster graphics editor developed and published by Adobe Incorporation for Windows and Mac OS. Okay? And what else? May mga alam pa ba kayo, no? You can share that to your classmates para at least mayroon din silang idea, no? Kung ano pa ba yung pwedeng magamit natin. So we have here, no? Just try to explore this, okay? Para at least kahit pa paano mayroon tayong idea, no? Ito, gusto ko itong i-explore, itong si Google Sketchmap, actually. Okay? Now we have here, no, on uploading or sharing applications. Yes, please be mindful of your microphone. Okay, Kenneth, please be mindful of your microphone. Okay, so we have here uploading or sharing applications. Saan ba natin siya pwedeng tawag nito? Pwede i-upload. Actually, madami, no? Madami, okay? We have here the Flickr, Picasa, Photobucket, and Instagram. These are only an example, pero there are a lot of applications, no, na pwede nating ma-uploadan or kapag-share tayo ng images. And for the video sharing applications, saan ba natin pwedeng tawag nito? Ma-i-upload, okay? Of course, kay YouTube, no? Kay YouTube, Vimeo, Metacafe, Hulu, Vevo, no? Yan. Actually, madami. These are only a few samples, okay? And we have here images hosting, no? Ito lang siya, pang ano lang ito siya. Images hosting and image hosting service allows individuals to upload images to an internet website. So when we are going to upload images to the internet, ang tawag doon is images hosting. Okay? Now, naiintindihan class? Can you follow? Can I have a thumbs up if you can follow? Sige. Are you now ready for the next slide? Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Malapit na tayong matapos to Jory. Now, we have here a guide questions. This time, I'm going to show you a picture. But before that, I want you to take note of this following questions since we're going to answer these questions later. Okay. First question, which examples would you consider as having a good layout? Which examples do not have? Okay, just take a picture, class, because I'm going to show you up the sign. Okay. We're going to critique, no? We're going to critique an images or a design of a web pages. Okay. Okay, now I want you to look on these pictures in our screen. Okay. These images are layout or a design of an online platform, no? Actually, yung product dito na the product that they are promoting is just the same. It's all about tawag nito, nature, okay? Now, what I want you to do is that analyze the design and answer the given questions yung kanina, okay? Okay, now, who among you here wants to critique this one? I want you to analyze the design and answer the questions or answer the given questions. Anyone from the class who wants to critique? In your in your own understanding, no? In your own understanding, let's critique these pictures. Sige nga. Number 1 question. Which examples would you consider as having a good layout? Sa first question muna tayo. Okay? Which examples would you consider as having a good layout? Alexander.
Sa left side po, ma'am.
Which one? This one?
No, the left.
Okay,
yes,
ito.
yan.
Okay, this one?
Yes,
for you, this is a good, or this have a good layout?
Yes.
Why, Alexander?
Ang color the color is simple po, ma'am. It is
Okay.
not easy to be distracted. And the title is nang simple lang po siya. Nang hindi ka maka-distract gid ki simplistic ang colors and you can read. Yun lang po.
Okay, thank you so much, Alexander, for your critic na. What about Krister?
For me, teacher, yung sa right.
This one.
Opo.
Okay, why?
I don't know, pero sa akin po, teacher, is parang yan po ang mas, po, teacher, parang yan po ang simple sa akin po, teacher. Pero ang end po, teacher, hindi ko alam po simple, pero parang ganyan na po sa akin kasi nurture, parang ganyan nga, teacher. Basta hindi ko ma-explain, basta yan ang ko, teacher.
Basta sa imaha mo tong mas gusto mo na mayroong good layout. Okay, yun. Okay, what about Amiel?
Nasa right side pa din po, teacher. Because yung sa kabila po, teacher, ay parang over of information na po siya, teacher. Tapos parang kapag makita po siya makalibat, teacher. Tapos daming information, tapos one meaning lang po ang ano tawag dyan, ang dinidescribe. Then sa right side po ay yung simple lang po siya, teacher, at di kaya siyang tingnan po, teacher. Yun lang po.
Okay, thank you so much. What about Christian?
Sa right din po, teacher.
Okay, why?
Kaya ang colors, simple lang. Tapos, dali lang siya ma-identify. Tapos, daw ang design niya, teacher, connected sa text.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, class, no, for your critique, no. So, mayroon kayong kanya-kanya, no, kanya-kanyang idea, no, on criticizing, okay? Criticizing the given or the examples pictures over here. Okay, so mamaya tayo ma-explain. Now, for the number 2 question. Which examples do not have a good layout and why do you say so, no? Why do you say so? Saan dyan ang palagay nyo na may hindi magandang layout and bakit kaya? Yes, Mary Shelo.
Sa left side po, teacher, kay nang damo-damo, bala siya kaayo words, how nang daw kalat siya tanawon, hindi mo balang kung diin ka mag-start basa ng hindi parehas diri sa sa nature where digital blooms ng padalom ka magbasa, tas gina-emphasize niya, mabalaan mo kung diin ka mag-start ng sa abi, sa left side ng dawa ay bala siya sang alignment, how
Okay.
tapos, damo siya yung may ginagamitan nga different colors, tas hindi mo balang kung diin gida ang gina-emphasize niya.
Okay.
Amo lang na, teacher.
Thank you so much. Okay, gusto kong marinig yung ni Alexander kasi kanina he chose this one for having a good layout. Alexander?
Yes.
Okay, Alexander.
Yes po.
Which examples do you think have a bad layout or wala siyang hindi maganda yung pagka-layout sa kanya?
Wait lang po, ma'am, ha.
Sige. Parang tinatawag ka ng mama mo. Sige, na lang. Another hand. Christian?
Para sa akin, teacher, left.
Okay.
Sa teacher, ang information niya gakalat lang ng same na sa gimbal ni Mary. Hindi mo mabalaan man kung diin ka mag-start. Tapos ang mga colors sang text picture ng medyo sakit man sa mata kay iba-iba.
Okay. Thank you so much. No, thank you so much for criticizing the picture. Yes, that's correct. No, that's correct. We always remember, class, that in making a website, actually this is a website, no, design of a website, no. Let us always remember that, let us always emphasize if what is the goal of your design, no, if ano ba yung gusto mong i-deliver sa inyong audience. So, actually, these two websites have the same products na pinopromote, okay? And, tawag nito, if you can see here, di ba, kanina nga sabi natin, make it simple, no? Make it simple, make it apply emphasis, no? Kasi dito, di ba, parang isang product lang naman yung pinopromote, pero ang dami-dami niyang nilagay, no? Ang dami-dami niyang nilagay ng mga subtitles, no? Yung iba hindi na natin makita. And parang yung audience, kung halimbawa ikaw audience ka, no? Parang minsan nakakatamad siyang basahin, no? Nakakatamad siyang basahin. And of course, if you can see here, no? Although, no? Maganda siyang tignan kasi nga parang maraming nilagay na like this mga pictures, something ganon. Pero hindi siya magandang tingnan kasi nga napakarami, sa sobrang dami mong nilagay dyan, hindi na maintindihan. Tama yung sabi ni Mary Shalo kanina, parang hindi mo na alam kung saan ka mag-start magbasa in order for you to know if what is the really goal, if what is the real goal, no, of that particular website. But what about this one, no? Di ba? Mas simple siya, pero mas nakikita mo kaagad kung ano yung pangalan ng brand, no? Kung ano yung product na gina-promote niya. And also, no, the balancing of colors over here is simple, no? Simple and hindi siya masakit sa mata. And wala siyang masyadong, tawag nito, wala siyang masyadong, kumbaga pa sa makeup, wala siyang masyadong kolorete sa, yung something gano'n, no? Just simple, pero mas kaya-aya and mas maintindihan ng inyong audience. So, I am so thankful kasi, tawag nito, you are good, no? In criticizing, no? Just like, yung dalawang ganitong examples ng ating layout or design. Okay? Sige. And, ano pa ba ito? Yan nga. Basta tandaan lang natin, and making infographics, designing an image, or making or whatever, just make it simple, no? Just make it simple as long as maintindihan ng, tawag nito, ng readers. Kasi, pag ganito, parang sa kakabasa mo, magiging boring na siya. Okay? Sige. Let's proceed to the next slide. Now, before we end this lesson, class, okay, as a student, I want to ask this question from you. As a student, no, what is the importance of basic principles of graphics and layout? No? As a beginner, okay, as a beginner, as a student, what do you think is the importance for you? Or what is the importance of basic principles and graphics and layout? Sige nga, anyone from the class? Mister, are you raising your hand? Yes, Mister. Amiel. Sige nga, Amiel.
Yes po, teacher. As a student po, teacher, it is the importance of basic principle of graphing and layouting po. It makes, for me as a beginner po, teacher, it makes me improve and know how to use those thing na magiging appropriate po yung gawa ko po.
Thank you so much, Amiel. No? What about Marichelle?
As a student po, teacher, ng I can use these tips and what I've learned in making projects, presentations, para mas maging organized siya, tas mas maintindihan mo teacher.
Thank you so much, Marichelle, for your questions. For your answers. Ayan, nadadala ko. Okay, thank you so much, no? That is why as a beginner, kahit sa akin, no? Those principles are very important for me, no? At least kahit pa paano, mayroon tayong ideas, no? Mayroon tayong ideas on how to create, no? On how to create a project or how to create a project or how to manipulate, how to edit something or create an infographics or design a web, no? In a simplest way, but very creative, no? And very presentable and organized towards our audience. Okay, now let's proceed to our next slide. So before we end this class, anyone from the class who can share what you have learned from today's lesson or what are your takeaways from today's lesson? Anyone from the class? Anyone? What is your takeaway from today's lesson? Ano ba yung natutunan mo sa lesson natin ngayong araw? Wait lang, tatawag ako dito sa hindi pa nakapag-decide. Prince, what about si Prince? What is your takeaway? Prince?
Hello po, teacher. My takeaways for this class is the different kind of image po and the uses of editing videos and image po.
Okay, thank you so much, Prince, no? What about si, what about si, wait lang. Oh, hindi talaga nakapag-present kanina. Ninya,
Yes
is your
po.
takeaway?
Natunan ko man kung paano mag-improve ang imo nga pag-edit, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Ninya. What about the others? Just raise your hand if what is your takeaway from today's lesson. Christian.
Ano teacher ng proper ways ang kung paano ang mag-edit, tapos ang kung paano siya i-graph, paano ang layouts and ang mga design nga proper kag dali siya ma-attract sa mga audience teachers.
Okay, thank you so much, Christian. No? So I hope class that those tips, no, those tips is we can use that, no, and we can really use that, okay, in the near future. Halimbawa, kung magiging designers man kayo, no, web designers, we do not know, no, just at least kahit paano ngayon is meron na kayong simple ideas, okay. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, for your asynchronous activity class, ipapresent ko yung asynchronous activity. Okay, you have to create, or activity 3, creating infographics using Piktochart. Okay, that is why the reason why I present to you kanina sa ating unique feature, the Piktochart on how to use it. It is because for our asynchronous activity, you are going to create an infographics using Piktochart, and the details na is nandoon na sa isasend ko later sa inyong Google Classroom. Okay, don't you worry, no? Just ano lang, kung ano yung makain yung gawin, no? But it is more okay if you're going to make it more creative, no? Applying those learnings that we have discussed from today's lesson. Okay? Don't you worry because ang lahat ng detalye ng inyong asynchronous activity is isasend ko later on sa ating Google Classroom. Okay? For a while, may tayong question. Kailan po ipasa, Chair? Ilalagay ko din doon kung kailan siya ipapasa. Okay? Yes, Alexander?
Okay lang po, ma'am, nang hindi ko i-create sa Piktochart, pero mag-create lang ako ng infographic.
Okay, sige, ganito na lang, okay? You can use any website that you think you are comfortable with, okay? Yung Piktochart kanina, I was just showcase that for you, parang mayroon kayong at least kahit paano mayroon kayong magagamit, no? Na tawag nito na applications, no? Yung Piktochart. But if mayroon kayong alam na iba pang applications or website applications na pwede niyong gamitin, that is okay, okay? And for those na walang alam na pwedeng magamit na application, use the Piktochart. And doon sa ilalagay ko sa ating Google Classroom, meron din ako naglagay ako doon, or I putted steps, no, on how to create infographics using the Piktochart para mayroon kayong pagsundan. Kahit yung paggawa ng account doon sa Piktochart ay meron akong nilagay doon. Okay? Pero kung meron kayong alam na mas komportable kayo doon, mas okay lang din. Sige? Any more questions? If no more questions, can I have a thumbs up so that we can end na our lesson for today? Okay, thank you so much. And for our reference, if you wanted to know more and read more about our topic, you can have or you can take a picture of these references. Yan yung ating mga references. And just a simple, no? Wala na. Anong nangyari? Sige, for a while.